get back a little farther. I thought that was my power that did that. Thank you for ruining that for me. Welcome to Brony-Fest, everyone. But I'm one of the con organizers. I'm Jay Hoof. We're from the Ride Rough Bronies. This is. Tell me what your name.
My name is Pizza Dash.
Hello. Come on, you gotta learn how to talk. Come on.
My name is Pizza Dash.
Yeah.
No, don't be a seagull, please. I have to deal with that on a daily basis. But yeah, are you guys excited for all this? We're a small con right now, so I'm glad to see all of you. I hope to see more of you. I want you all to have fun. But real quick, I would like to introduce our guests. Which one of you would like to come up first?
Well, he's the. Okay.
I'm Rich Arons.
I'm the other guy.
Welcome. Good to be here. Thanks for coming. Yeah, I play Soarin on the show, so just wondering, anybody need some pie? Yeah. Okay, awesome. Okay, well, we're going to be doing lots of that and much more hijinks this weekend as well. So, yeah, it's great to be here in Texas. Okay, so I have a question. Does anybody else know possibly another role that I might have played? What is this thing you say? What? Oh, you watch Eddie. So just to let you know, me and my compadre, Rich. Okay, this is Rich. Say hello, Rich. Rich does lots of drawings as well. Now I want to ask, does anybody know some of them drawings that he has done?
Right? Right? Yeah, so I'm guilty. Guilty on all counts. And yeah, we're here to just see you guys and talk to you and show you whatever we can, whatever we brought with us, and answer questions if we know the answers to them. You guys, I think you guys probably know more answers than we do. For some reason, when you work on something, you just forget about it immediately, and you just go home and try to watch Game of Thrones or something. So should we want to take this?
Yeah, do you want, did anybody have any questions?
This man has a question.
What is
I like
the
your
meaning of
help.
life?
Rich, you want to take that?
Can we call you about it later?
How did you get started in the business?
Okay, you want to go first?
Sure. Okay. All right. Well, okay. This is the truth. I'm a card-carrying Catholic and everything else I try to be part of here in this world. And I wanted to be an actor since about the time I was about this high. So
Which was yesterday.
Which was yesterday. Yeah. Yeah, I've been wanting to do this crazy, amazing business for I just figured it out. 25 years I've been doing what I've been doing. Yeah. It's been an amazing journey. I mean, I was sort of like that classic kid from, I'm from Vancouver, Canada, so just a couple of miles north.
Don't hold it against
Yeah,
him.
don't hold it against me. It's okay. They did let me in across the border, so it's all good. Yeah, I like to thank my very first agent. I had Characters Talent. I've been with the same agency for 25 years. And she saw something in me. Another gentleman, the Canadian, Michael J. Fox, you might know. Well, he was in the same agency as me, and I remember our agent saying, "Hey, you're a lot like Mike. You got a lot of energy, just like Mike. I think you're gonna go places." And, and so luckily for me, it's paid off well. It's been an amazing life. And I'm so excited for the next chapter. So thanks for inviting me down to be part of this. Yeah. So.
I started in the business in animation. I started at the bottom, doing in-betweens, if anybody knows what that was or is. And that was in 1977, 78. So I've been in the business like 35 years or something like that. Yeah, since I was 6 months old. And let's see, I've worked on so many shows. Probably some of them are, well, most of them are from before, so I think we were born. I think the first show I worked on was actually Lord of the Rings. It was a movie, an animated film made back that was my first animation job, and that was interesting. Film, I don't think, well, at least people know about it. It's nice to know. And I went to Disney School of Animation in Cal Arts, so that was like a big deal back then because there weren't really any animation schools at all. But it seems that was the only one. There was one in New York, but this was the big one. Had a lot of Disney artists, great Disney artists teaching. And I worked on all kinds of things. There was a show called He-Man. I did it. And it's funny because I never put that on my resume, but I guess I should because people like that show. They love that show. It's just so. It just seems so far back. But people don't remember. But I did a lot of work at Filmation early on in my career. I worked for Hanna-Barbera also when they existed. Excuse me. It's okay, this is better than my life. Your phone, any day, is better than more interesting than my life. So I worked for various studios for about 10 years, and my big break, I guess you would say, but it was a long time coming in a way, was Tiny Toons, where I started directing, and then I became a producer on Animaniacs, and then we did Freakazoid, so I did a season of that. We did Pinky and the Brains, initial ones. Always, yeah, very good. We did a lot of things at Warner Brothers for Steven Spielberg. I worked on also some of his features, Balto and Casper, worked on that one. See, that was like sort of the first CG movie. It actually came out before Toy Story, CG character animation feature film. Not as well remembered as Toy Story, so I'm not trying to make anything together. But I think it was a solid film. And then I worked on Biker Mice from Mars. trying to give you the highlights here. There's all sorts of things. There's weird Mario Brothers things I did at one point. So just too numerous to mention, and some I just don't want to mention. So it's kind of where I've been at, and that's where I came from. And you're right, I did some, and of course the My Little Pony stuff. I did some work on that. That was in the 2000s. I believe I may have done some in the 90s as well, but I'm not going to swear to that because there's somewhere in there I was doing something on that too. So that's been my career. I started as an animator, moved up to director, producer, writer, and sort of tried to do everything I could because you want to stay employed, so you try to wear as many hats as you can. And yes, sir.
How has life changed for you as an animator since the creation of specialized networks like Cartoon Network? Has it become easier, harder?
I'd say it's about the same. It's not so much dependent on the networks as it is what they want to spend money on. because it's still the same sort of corporate structures that spend the money on, because shows are so expensive. You know, it's hard to just make them on YouTube. You know, so it really just depends on the flow. I mean, there were some decades where you have half a decade where there's tons of work, and then there's not that much work. And then they start doing like live action shows instead of animated shows. You know, so we go, there's some strange cycles, and yet the cycles keep breaking because you do have the internet, you do have, you know, newer things that have happened. So, and then of course CG, computer animation came into play. And that sort of changed things. Some people just never recovered from that. Luckily I did. I got into CG early on. So I think does that answer your question? You have a question?
Do you think hand-drawn animation is basically on its way out and everybody's going to switch over to CG, or do you think there's still a place for, like, you know, cell by cell?
It's a good question because sometimes it seems like everything's CG, and then all of a sudden there's like a ton of hand-drawn animation. The only difference is we draw it like right into Flash. We do right on our tablets now, but it's still the same thing. You still got to draw. So I think that hand-drawn animation is always going to be around in some form because it's just so much fun to watch. You know, there's something special about the fact that a human being drew that. And it's like, so there's a magic to that. Whereas with computer, even though it's great, and I've done CG animation, and I really got heavily into it, there's still something a little bit, I don't know, remote about it, because it's kind of puppetoony or something, if you know what I mean. There's a puppetry sort of thing to it that's not quite the same as sort of the human touch. So, you know, I could be wrong, maybe it all disappears tomorrow, but I think both are going to be around, and I think there's going to be new things, you know, sort of holographic things happening, and maybe just mental animation where they, you know, beam it right into your brain or something. You know, it's weird things. I mean, they have the Google glasses. I don't know if you've seen it. You know, you're just going to be seeing virtual worlds all the time. So it's yeah. Everything we predict seems to be wrong. It's something else happens. You know, conceptually. So who knows? Yeah, question.
Is there a project or role that you would have loved to get on, but either due to the studio or you just missed the role that you loved?
Like a million things.
Oh man.
There's so many. I mean, like Star Wars.
What's that? Star
Wars. Yeah. I mean,
I watched that. That's right. Oh man, yeah.
So what do you have?
You know, Rich draws. I'm an actor. I mean, we're always wanting to work. We're always wanting to also, I think, expand our knowledge and, you know, what we've been able to sort of like grow as a human being. And I thought that was a really good point with the difference between, say, you know, computer-generated performing, so whether it's drawn or even, you know, with just the enhancements in the way things are done. It's always going to be evolving, obviously, but at the same time, you're always going to need human beings to add human touch to it, right? It's like, could we all really attend this convention virtually? We could. The technology's there, but do you get the same feel? No, you know. So it's, I don't know where I was going with that because I just saw that great pointy head right there. That's a heck of a point, son. Wow. That's it. All right, just careful, don't knock your eyes out. Look at that. Do you want to open up some?
Well, here's a side last.
Okay, last question now.
All right. What do you think is your crowning achievement?
Crowning? That's awesome.
Is that for him?
Is that for both? Do you want to answer yours? Go ahead.
Oh,
I can answer for you.
I really enjoyed, I think the Tiny Toons, Animaniacs years and things like that was really, so far, the most fun thing. Although, I just had something happen to me that felt like, felt like an Emmy. Can I say? Yes. I have a new children's book that just got into Barnes & Noble. And from what I've been told, that's like sort of winning the lottery, because they get like 300,000 people submitting books each year, and they only pick 10,000. So that to me is like the lottery, because I never won a lottery, so that's pretty cool. Oh, it's called, it's called Turkey the Turtle Duck. And I'm actually signing them here. So you guys are the first people actually to hear this publicly, I think. So that's kind of special.
Yay!
I'm writing a book. No. Yes, Jerry, I am. Yeah, I am.
I just probably, again, it's about evolving. I'm so excited for this next chapter. I have a couple of irons on the proverbial fire right now that I can't actually say, but all I do is ask you all to go like, okay, come on, wish me luck, because there's some good stuff that's coming. And at the same time, if you talk about crowning, I could still be playing Ed probably till I am dead. I got together with my friend Sam, who's also on My Little Pony, and who played Double D. So we got together a couple nights ago, and we were doing an interview on a radio program, and that was the question. It was like, well, you know, if the Eds were still happening, how old would they be, you know? And so, you know, we went on and we did, you know, Ed and Double D, you know, at the care home. But it's great. It's like all the stuff that we get to do. That's what's so brilliant about animation, especially whether it's drawing it or performing it or watching it. I think it's that magic is always alive. And you know, you can continue that as long as you know you keep evolving as well and stay true to the story. And you know, and if it's not fun, then why do it, right? So yes, crowning achievement would be probably butter toast. But I do have to say also, present company all included, I'm looking forward to some pie, okay? So, lots of pie tonight, and just make sure I get some, okay?
Thank you guys for both coming and answering some questions. And they're also going to have other panels, so you have all the time to ask some more hilarious questions.
And we lock the doors so they can't leave, so you can have some flavor. All right. As we said, we're part of the Ride Road Bronies.
Real quick, how many of you have heard of the Ride Road Bronies?
Just do me a favor, everyone raise your hand. Just okay. Awesome, good job.
What I tell you guys about Vietnam's ego?
All right. So, how many of you love Ed, Ed, Ed? How many of you love Animaniacs? Yeah. How many of you love the Powerpuff Girls? Yeah. All right. So, with all of those, there's one common. 3 is the magic number. And it's the same with us. And we're about to introduce our Wacko. Our Ed, and our Bubbles all rolled into one. Dallas is finally here.
I love the Game Boy shirt.
Oh, thank you. I was gonna put Charmander and then like put a Charizard under it, but I couldn't. Well, I am the 3rd member of the Rowdy Rough Bronies. I was just busy taking care of some other problems, and on the way up here, I was going a little too fast than I should have, and I got checked. So I've got a little yellow sticker in my truck right now that says that I was going a little too fast by a police officer, but I got to get here and I got to enjoy this. It's great. But like I said, I don't know if they've said anything, but I couldn't do anything without these guys. I'd be a mess. It's great to be here. This con's going to be awesome. There is something I'd like to say real quick. Sunday, we're going to have a little box on registration. If you could, please take the time to write down the ideas that you want or things you'd like to see, because this con is about y'all, okay? And that's why we're doing this, is we want this con to be for you, taken care of by us. So anything you think you'd like to see or have or do, or have any suggestions or have any people you think you should suggest, put it in that box, because then at the end of the con, I'm going to read it myself personally and I'll take care of those and try to help you out, okay?
Well, real quick, we want to go and introduce our fandom guests and stuff like that.
Let's go ahead and do that then. I'll let you take care of that.
Would you like to come up here, good sir?
What's up?
You'll have to forgive me, I'm a little nervous. This is my first con ever. Anyway, just looking forward. I'm looking forward to it.
You picked the best one to come to. This is going to be awesome.
So far it is. So far it is. Anyway, my name's Chris. I'm the co-writer of Discorded Who's, one of the largest story-based comics in the fandom. I also am Time Master. Most of you know me better as either Wharton or the Master Mod, or if you pay attention to my mod blog, Eureka. Anyway, it's good to be here. And I'm really looking forward to getting to know more people.
All the people.
I live in a town this big on the other side of the state, so there's not really much to do there.
Welcome to the good side.
Don't scare him away. But do you have any quick questions for him or anything? I have a question. Why is Discord Host so awesome?
The story has been in development for a year and a half, and we still have about 3.5 more to go.
Oh my God, I can't even think of buying Christmas presents the next year. How do you do that?
We started with the middle of the story, and we figured out what would be the major climax that changes the personalities of the two main characters. So we came up with that. Then we figured out, how was it going to end? We came up with that.
So you made the middle to end, and now you're working on the beginning. You were working on the beginning.
Yeah. In fact, if you pay attention to the master blog, I'm doing the world building and the lore crafting for the entire story. Starting from Discord's conception, all the way up to where Celeste and Luna come from, the elements of harmony, whole 9 yards.
That's really cool. Let's give him a round of applause. That's pretty awesome.
This person, unfortunately, but she's not really a guest here, unfortunately, but we love her. She's
my resident Pinkie Pie.
This is Hannah Kashmar.
Come on, Hannah.
Come on, Hannah. Hannah, you're in the theater.
Hello everyone. If you guys have heard of the Vinyl Scratch Tapes Master Authority. Awesome. I play Vinyl Scratch, as obvious by all the vinyl stuff I'm wearing.
I'll tell Jamie you said hi.
Okay. So yeah, that's what I do.
Get the Vinyl Scratch back.
We love violence.
We love violence.
It's not the time to ask.
You're not asking questions.
I know, right. Do you have any questions for Hannah, or do you have any things you want to say or ask?
I have always wanted to be a voice actor. I've been an actress since I was 8, doing on stage and stuff like that. And it was actually when I got hooked on Ed, Ed, Eddie that I wanted to be a voice actor. I found out that that's a thing. And I've wanted to do it for a really long time. So I saw an audition online and decided to go for it, and I got vinyl. And it's been totally awesome. I love it. How long have you been It's been going for, well, we just had our 1-year anniversary last summer, so it's getting close to our 2-year anniversary. And we're going to start doing season 2 very soon.
That's awesome.
Anything else? Does the furry pop? Yes.
It does. It does. That is that your custom costume there, Silver? Silver made this himself. He is in charge of the vendor's room at the moment. We have to cover for him, but he made that himself, so. Very well.
Now you can go back. So you're just going to torture.
Wait. Can you do the voice?
I want He's asking me to do a different voice that tortures this one. Okay, so you guys are asking for final scratch. So I'll do
final
I guess. Hey everybody, this is Vital Scratch. Hope you guys are having a great con. See you later. Dallas is asking for a particular voice that tortures the crap out of poor J-Hoof here, that I've perfected and that I absolutely adore.
Do it. Ready?
You guys want the peppermint stick?
That's enough torture.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much. But before we close out, we're having a shorter opening ceremony because it's a small con, and I know all of you want to go back to the vendor's room and hang out with your friends and stuff.
Vendor's room!
But the way that us three got involved in this is 2 years ago I started A-Con with just a small made-up group. There's a couple of them around here that were a part of that. We started off with 5, it kept doubling and doubling and doubling over the last 2 years to where we had over 200 people in a small hallway. Yeah, and it eventually became this, so I'm so very happy to see you all here.
Our dream is coming true, so thank you for helping do that. That's really worth it to me. Stop smiling.
He really can't.
I can't turn it off.
I'm so happy. Well, real quick, do you want to sign off the round of rough one?
Let's do it.
Go on.
Just to let you know, everybody, my name is Lone Star.
I'm Pizza Dash.
And I'm J-Hoof.
And we're the Rowdy Rough Bronies.
Have a great night.
You're all now free to leave and run away and go buy the things in the elevator. I love you all so much.